What's going on, y'all? Taz here. So I was just coming to let y'all know, man. I think I'm about to start up a new series. A series I feel is deeply connected to everything that we got going on in life. And it's something that all of us cannot avoid, regardless of how much we try, regardless of how much money you got, regardless of how much love you got, regardless of how much hate you got. And that thing is death. Death is something that I find very fascinating, mainly due because people run from it. Also, I have my own traumas with death. I mean, I've witnessed death from a very early age. Age of 2, my favorite person died. All of my grandparents were dead before I was 10, 12 years old. I seen my cousin get shot at the age of 4 or 5. It's a lot of things I've seen revolving around death, which is a lot of reasons why I didn't like it at first. It's a lot of reasons why I don't like to go to funerals. I know my family don't like me because I can't stand to go to a funeral to watch y'all cry over somebody that I know is still living. Yeah, it's about to get that serious. Now, when I'm talking about death, I really want y'all to think about what death really is. I really want y'all to think about the process of death, how ancient death is. Death is an ancient tool, and I don't think people understand how much of an accurate statement that is. Death has been around since the beginning of life. All of humanity has to go through death. And to think that there is not a process, just like there's a process to giving birth. Unless your life was ended abruptly, there is an absolute process to your death. And I'm here to expose that process. Death is not something we should fear. What if I told you that most people know exactly where they're going to go before they die? What if I told you that most people don't even go to hell? What if I told you that where you go is not dependent at all upon religion? What if I told you that where you go is strictly dependent on how you lived your life? What if I told you that even if you do live a good life, there are specific sins that will bring you to a dimension of hell? Things that you got to think about. We don't think about these things enough, and I promise you, if we did start thinking about these things, that topic of revolution that we've been talking about for quite some time as black folks, white folks, Asians, Mexicans, Hispanics, Indians, Arabs, everybody, Africans, that process of revolution, in my opinion, has been stagnated due to the fear of death. And I feel like if we do understand a little bit more of what this process that our creator created called death, if we understood that process a little bit more, there will be a lot less to fear about this topic. And if there's a lot less to fear about this topic, there's a lot less to fear about revolution. So let's get this revolution started, baby. All right.